Hey everyone, this is Logan59XP, and
Ender50.
for another discussion here on the Nin-Cast. I've not done one of these in a while because I don't really have anything to talk about. But a new Nintendo Direct has rolled in, and with it has come some actually fairly major changes and some pretty cool announcements. And some disappointments, but mostly cool announcements.
Yep.
So, first thing I want to talk about is the fact that the layout of this Direct is different than any of the ones we've seen in the past. Back in 2015, Kineshima said that they were going to make a drastic change for Nintendo Direct in 2016. That never happened. But,
Until now.
yeah, until now. And as you can probably tell by the logo you're seeing on the screen, they have changed the logo for Nintendo Direct. Now, why they didn't show this off before the Direct started is beyond me. Because up until, basically right up until the thing started, we just had the standard Nintendo Direct logo we've had forever. It wasn't until, we got to the point where it's like, this stream is going to start soon or whatever, that we actually saw the new logo.
Which was nice.
And it's not just an American logo. This is being used all over the world. I'm pretty sure this is going to be, the official Direct logo from now on.
Yep, for every region.
So this isn't a special one-off case, that's for sure. I know it's not a special one-off case because if you go to Nintendo of America's website and you go to the Nintendo Direct section, the new logo is there. Not on the front page. The front page still uses the old one, but then when you go in the actual page itself and you see the list of Directs, it's the new one. So, I mean, overall, I like the new design. And to be honest, they kind of need a new one. I mean, I like the old one. It's going to always be nostalgic in a way, but
yeah.
But I mean,
we needed to change it up.
But I mean, with the Switch generation, they probably should have changed it up anyway.
Yeah, because the Wii generation is dead now.
Well, the Wii U generation, we should say. And soon to be 3DS.
Yep.
So, plus they couldn't have really done because you know how with Wii U games it would be blue on the bottom when they with the release date, and 3DS games would be red. They couldn't do red twice because there would be Switch and 3DS, so they couldn't do red twice.
Confusing.
So now they just use red for everything. When they show the release dates, they have a different animation, but it's the same basic as the way it was before.
Yeah, the same formula.
They just have a different animation, which means that now I have to completely redo my entire thing because I've been wanting to do my own Nintendo Direct type thing, and I already had the whole logo set up and animations and all kinds of stuff, and now I gotta scrap all of that and start over again because they changed the format.
I feel bad for you.
That's kind of annoying, but oh well.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is. And overall, I like the new design. There is one thing though.
New design is nice.
Yeah, there is one potentially big problem this new format has, and that's the fact that at least at the beginning, there is a list of what they're going to show off. Now it's called Nintendo Direct. It's called Nintendo Direct Headlines, and they had one for both the 3DS and the Switch. You didn't know it was for the 3DS or the Switch until after it was done, though. That's why I'll save that for later. But, I'm just gonna say it now. Because, they showed off a Kirby game, and the reason I was hoping one of them would be on the Switch is because we didn't know. That entire section was for 3DS games only. But we didn't know that until the section was over. So if I knew it was from the
Switch at the end, but, it didn't.
So, yeah. Overall, the big problem isn't the fact there's a list. The problem is that this is something that could potentially ruin surprise reveals. Particularly...
it's gonna ruin it, honestly. It's gonna ruin the whole surprise of, seeing something unexpected.
I mean, yes, some of them are blurred out and they have question mark boxes so they don't list the description, but they're there.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, they didn't use it for everything. Only for the highlights. And, for example, ARMS and Splatoon 2, which were, supposed to be the main focus of the Direct, they were not in those two lists at all. So, it doesn't mean that everything in the Direct has to be in one of those two lists. But, still, I don't like the idea.
Same.
We all want to see that we have one more thing to show you today at the very end, and then we get that shing,
and then that heartbeat.
It's we want to see that. But how stupid and disappointing would it be if they just listed a new challenger approaching at the bottom of the list at the end of the Direct?
Yeah,
That'd be so stupid.
Really disappointing.
Yeah, it's like it'd be like, yay, a new Smash character, but it's not as exciting. Like, it doesn't have that hype
Yeah.
behind it that there is when Reggie or, well, Iwata when he was still around would say, "We have one more thing to show you," or "We have one little teaser." Like when they did that, it was so good.
It was so good. Like honestly, the hype levels were crazy. No
But-
one was expecting it.
Everyone goes from 0 to 100 in 1 second when
Yeah.
those words are uttered.
It was just amazing.
Now, yeah. So I mean like I said, I'm pretty sure these lists, those headlines, are gonna be used mainly for like compilations of smaller things. Like once again for 3DS games, like the 3DS is not gonna be a major platform going forward. It's gonna be all Switch. So whatever 3DS stuff they have, they're probably just gonna do what they did with this Direct, and they're just gonna knock it out in like a really quick 5-minute, headline.
And also with indie games as well.
Oh yeah, like 3DS and indie games are gonna just, well, at least most 3DS games. Maybe if they announce like a new Pokemon game or something like that, then maybe they'll give it a bigger spotlight. But most games are just gonna throw it in a little quick section.
Yep.
However, the problem with that theory is that they did that for the Switch. I don't
They
think.
did Switch too.
Yeah, so there's that. But overall, I'm not too worried about this new headline thing, but I just really hope they don't try and cram a Smash reveal down it one day. It's right there.
Yeah, they better not do that trick on us.
They better not. They better not. I swear if they do.
I
But-
would think it's disappointing if they did.
Yeah, that'd be really disappointing. But overall, I like the new format. Just need to make sure they don't abuse that headline thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's move on to the main topic, the actual contents of the Direct. And I guess we can just go ahead and pull up this list here, because sometimes even I forget what's in these Directs when it's
Same.
not when it's not super important to me.
Yeah.
Actually, let's start with some of the lesser things. Actually, one thing that I actually completely forgot about in our last take, because this is actually a take 2, because I recorded the entire discussion. It was like an hour and 30 minutes long. And then it turns out it didn't record Ender's voice, so that was all for nothing. So this is actually take 2.
Yep.
Fun behind-the-scenes detail right there. One thing that I actually forgot about is the fact that they actually showed off and announced some more release dates for Amiibo. I remember, there's going to be some new Zelda Amiibo. One I remember is like a Majora's Mask type one.
First Mask type amiibo, and they also gave us the release dates for Bayonetta, Corrin. And,
Yeah, that was the big thing. Like after almost 2 years of waiting, well, at least for well, maybe not 2 years, but it feels like forever. Like after over a year of waiting, we finally have release dates for Corrin, Cloud, and Bayonetta. And even better, they have both of their forms as amiibo you can buy. All three of them. Cloud, both his regular form and his Advent Children form, male, female Corrin, and both Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 Bayonetta you can get as an amiibo. So that's pretty cool. I think they're coming out. Actually, I think they're coming out in July.
No, I think it was June 17th or something. I can't.
I don't know. The amiibo. Yeah, I think the amiibo was July.
Yeah, July 21st, I think, but I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I think it's the same date as a game we're gonna be talking about later here.
Yep.
Kind of weird that they're not. Oh, actually, speaking of amiibo, they also announced this new Link amiibo is gonna be the Smash amiibo are finally coming out, and also they're gonna be releasing Splatoon 2 amiibo.
That's nice.
Now, here's the thing about them though. They're basically just reskins of the ones from Splatoon 1. In fact, they even said that you could use the Splatoon 2 amiibo in Splatoon 1 and vice versa. They're
reskins.
Yeah, it's basically just like what happened with the Links and the Marios. They're just reskins.
Yeah.
They're cool reskins, but they're ultimately reskins, and they won't give you anything that the Splatoon 1 amiibos didn't. So if you already have your 2 Inklings and the Squid from Splatoon 1, you don't have to buy the new ones if you don't want to. You'll still get whatever bonuses they'll get.
Yeah, the same bonuses, just, different color skin.
Yeah, so that means now there's 3 different variations. There's the original 3, there's the alternate colors, and then there's the new Splatoon 2 variations. But they're all the 3 same basic amiibo that all do the same thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, those are coming out also in July, which is also when Splatoon 2 is coming out. The Smash Amiibo, Splatoon Amiibo, and Splatoon 2, I think, are all launching on the same day. But, yeah. There's Amiibo. There's also, so yeah, that's about it for Amiibo. Let's going around through some of the other smaller games.
Okay.
So yeah, Box Boy is coming to the U.S. Actually, not even coming; it's already out. If you go to the eShop right now, there's also is there a demo in the U.S.? I don't know if there is,
I
but
think there's a demo, but I'm not sure. I need to actually.
in Japan there was. I don't know if there's in the
Yeah,
U.S.
there was, but I don't know about for the West.
But yeah, the U.S. one, it's called Bye Bye Box Boy. That's out right now on the 3DS eShop.
Yep.
Cordyceps Revolt. Now, this is a game that I actually didn't even know was coming to the U.S.
Say, you might even know about it until the Direct.
I knew about this game since the May 2015 Direct. That was only available in Japan. Like, the Direct was only in Japan. That was aired at like 3 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
That I actually stayed up and watched and got disappointed when they didn't show anything I cared about. But then again, if it's a Japanese only Direct, what do you expect? That means that there must obviously not be anything I'm not going to care about. But yeah, so I know nothing about Cordyceps Revolt. What?
Was there yokai watching that Japanese only Direct?
No, there wasn't. That was before I was. That's before I even got into Yokai Watch. But even I don't remember that being in there.
Okay.
But yeah, Cordyceps Revolt. I know nothing about the game other than I think it's made by Atlas. A lot of people say that the first one is good and that it came out in Japan like forever ago. So yeah, it's coming to the U.S. I don't remember when. I didn't pay attention, but it's coming to the U.S. Probably sometime this year. Next up is Disagia 5 Complete. This is coming from NIS America. It's like it's a Japanese game. I don't know exactly what this game is. I don't really remember. I'll go ahead and just look at it right now. Is that the footage? Oh God, please don't.
Okay.
Please don't play the audio. Please don't play the audio. Please don't play. Okay, good. Just take me to the page. I'll just look at screenshots. Yeah, it's like a turn-based RPG, basically.
Yep.
And that's about all I really know about it. And that's actually there's a release date for this one. It's coming out May 23rd. For those that are interested. Next up, Ever Oasis. This was announced back at E3. We have not heard anything about it since.
It's been a while.
At least I don't think. Was it in the E3? I don't think it was in the 3DS Direct. I don't remember it being in there.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, so it's coming out on June 23rd. I thought it was going to be in May, but no, it's June 23rd. And yeah, it's made, in case you don't know, it's made by the guy that created the Mana series. So, Secret of Mana is probably most of you are thinking of when I say that. So yeah, he made Secret of Mana among other games. And it's also being made by Grezzo. That's the development team that ported Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask to the 3DS. And yeah, it's I don't know much about this game. I really don't care about it, so I haven't been paying attention to it.
I don't even know much about it.
I know there's people that are really excited for it. I just personally could care less about this game.
Same.
But yeah, it's Stop playing audio! Oh god, that's gonna probably be in the videos. It records the whole screen. Wait, actually no, it won't, because I'm gonna kill myself for doing this. No, it's not! It doesn't record the video.
Okay, good.
Okay, so on your guys' end we were freaking out about nothing, but yeah, I accidentally played the video. Wait, did you hear the video?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, well yeah, it didn't record, so that's good. So yeah, it's action adventure RPG. Yeah, it's made by guy who created the Mana series, and a lot of people are excited for it. I'm just personally not. So yeah, it's coming out July 23rd, and I don't think there was anything in the Direct that was really all that different than what we've seen before. So yeah, it's a thing. Not really interested in it though. Fire Emblem Echoes and its DLC were shown off some more. Okay, why the heck does it keep playing the video? Oh wait, it does record it. Wait, it does record it. Because when I stopped the video, I saw the bar went down.
Oh no.
So, sorry for that ear rape right there. I don't know why the heck it keeps doing that every time I click on something.
It's like trying to make our ears bleed.
Can we go ahead and mute that so it doesn't do that anymore? Anyways, so Fire Emblem Echoes. I think it's coming out. It's coming out in May, and it's a remake of a old. It's a remake of one of the first Fire Emblem games to the Famicom, actually. And they show off some of its DLC. Let me go and look at that. Yeah, it's coming out May 19th.
DLC.
There's going to be a limited edition bundle, which is kind of rare for the US, because the US never gets limited edition bundles for some reason.
They sure don't.
Oh yeah, it's going to be Amiibo. I forgot about that. For that game. For the 2 main characters. And yeah, so it's basically just a remake of a previous game, and there's going to be DLC coming out. Yeah, it's called, reimagines the Famicom classic Fire Emblem Gaiden, never released before in the West. Quantities are limited. Check availability at retailers for the bundle.
At least they're being honest with us.
We'll talk about that later. Actually, I'll just say it now. They also announced that they're gonna be... Why does it keep doing that? I swear. I muted it. I literally muted it, and it keeps playing every time I refresh the page. Okay. I should just. I'm not even gonna bother going on any more websites. I'm just gonna stick on this one page so it doesn't keep happening. Anyways, but yeah, Nintendo did announce that there's gonna be a new. They're gonna release the Switch dock separately, and they even stated up front there's gonna be limited quantities. But, you know, like I said, and he said, at least they're being honest with us this time, because we all know that it's going to be next to impossible to find anywhere. Even though you can buy it on Nintendo's website for $50. It doesn't come with the AC adapter or HDMI cable, but you can get it for $50. And it won't be in limited quantities. So, yeah, that's the thing. Here's something. They officially revealed the name for the Pikmin game on 3DS. It's called Hey Pikmin. Very creative title right there. And there wasn't really anything new. It was just kind of just showing off more of the same game.
Yeah, personally, I'm not really excited for this installment in Pikmin series.
I mean, if I'm going to buy a new Pikmin game, I'm going to wait for Pikmin 4 whenever that gets shown off. So once again, probably be at E3. I'm going to actually go ahead and look up the release date. Now, here's actually something that's interesting to know. And a lot of people could tell this from the beginning. This game is actually made by the same people that made Yoshi's New Island. Now, for a lot of people, that's a red flag, because apparently Yoshi's New Island was not a good game. I didn't play it, but a lot of people said it was not that good. So people immediately thought that this game was going to suck. But it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but
it doesn't look bad, but it's like, whatever. I mean, it's ultimately just going to be a stopgap till Pikmin 4 comes out on the Switch anyway, so...
Just something so Pikmin fans can eat it up until Pikmin 4...
Yeah, and at least there's going to be a new game, unlike a certain other franchise that got a spin-off game recently and still hasn't gotten a new... proper sequel that we may or may not see at E3. We will find out. Retro, stop tweeting about barbecues and actually show us something. Okay. So, it's coming out on, I think, July 28th is when Hey Pikmin's coming out. Yeah, they didn't really show anything new. It's just kind of more of the same. So, yeah, that's coming out, and that is a thing. Okay, let's talk about something that actually got me a little angry. They did announce some plans for Kirby's 25th anniversary. Now, like I said before, we didn't know that entire section was for the 3DS only. We didn't know about that until after it ended. So, I was just assuming that what they were doing was just all announcements in general for the Direct. So, I was constantly like, please be a Switch game. There has not been a Kirby game on consoles, like a true Kirby game on consoles, in so long. Yes, there was Rainbow Curse, which I heard was good, and I still kind of want to get it, but it was ultimately just Canvas Curse 2, which is a spin-off game. It's not Return to Dreamland 2 or Triple Deluxe 2 or anything. It was just, it wasn't a main series game. And that was the only Kirby game that ever came out for the Wii U.
They're only one, and the rest are just like 3DS games.
Yeah, they're all of them on the 3DS, and it's kind of annoying. And they announced 3 more of them. And I believe... Oh, actually, I don't know if they're 3. I think they might all have been a part of the same package, but... Because I'm only seeing one here. But yeah, Kirby's Blowout Blast, I think, is the name of at least one of the games.
Yeah, that's the name of it. One of the games.
One of them was a somewhat it looked like a spiritual successor to Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, and then there was it was a 3D game, and I think there was also a 2D one as well. Like it was like a mini game collection. One of them was a mini game collection.
Hmm.
And yeah, they're all for the 3DS and absolutely none on the Wii U. I mean, not the Wii U, the Switch. The Switch.
We use that.
Yeah. Whoa, what the heck? Wait, go back. I just saw something. People are saying that they should make like a collection, like how there was that collection for the Wii, like right before the Wii U came out. That was like the last game ever released by Nintendo on the original Wii. Like there was that Kirby collection that had like all the games up until the N64. People are saying they should do another one, but have like Kirby's Air Ride and Epic Yarn and Return to Dreamland and stuff like that for the Switch.
Like in HD.
Like if they're not gonna make a new game on the Switch, at the very least make like another compilation.
Yeah.
I would totally pay money to play. The only Kirby game I have on the Wii is Epic Yarn. I would actually totally pay money to play that again in HD. That would be pretty interesting, actually.
That would be pretty interesting.
I think you cut off there.
Oh, I said that's pretty interesting.
No. I'm gonna go ahead and look up the names for those other games.
Okay.
Yeah, now I think about when you see Kirby spelled out, it looks really weird. I never noticed that till now. I'm just so used to Kirby being Kirby that I forgot how weird his name looks.
Yeah.
Nintendo's official. You get this as Kirby's official home on the Wii and DS.
Oh wow, they didn't update that?
Okay. Here's what it was. Okay. Yeah, Kirby's Blowout Blast was one of the games. Which one's that coming out? Yeah, 2017. It's a it's a 3D game. So yeah, that's the 3D game. And yeah, that's coming out 2017. And then the other one was called, oh dang it, I just lost it. 3DS. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. That's what the other one was called.
Okay.
That's the mini game collection. That's free, by the way. You can download that for free right now if you wanted.
Wow. It's
coming out. It came out a few days ago, apparently, April 12th, and that's it. There was no third game. I thought there was there was 3 games.
I thought there was a third game too.
And no, it's only 2. So yeah, there's the new 3D game on the 3DS, and then there's a mini game collection you can get for free right now on the 3DS. But nothing for the Switch yet. Let's hope they showed off at E3. They gotta have something for the Switch for Kirby. They had it for the Wii, why not the Switch? So let's move on. This isn't really. There's not that much to talk about for this next one, but I guess we'll talk about it anyway. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's coming out like next week, and despite the fact that it's basically just the Wii U version with battle mode that's actually good.
Yeah, the battle mode is improved.
Much improved, and some new characters and whatnot. I'm still gonna get it like day one. I mean, it's Mario Kart, for crying out loud. It's one of those games that I will buy day one no matter what. Kind of like Smash. So, Mario Kart and Smash are 2 games I would buy day one, no questions asked. I said this before. Well, I've said this before in our last take, but even if the Smash Switch port, which it's not going to be this, but let's just say it is. Even if it was literally just the Wii U version on the Switch, they didn't add anything whatsoever, I would still buy it day one. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have anything, because one, they could just add it via DLC anyway, but it's yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna buy it anyway because it's Smash. It's like my favorite franchise on the planet.
Same.
But yeah, there wasn't anything new from Mario Kart, but we basically know everything that's going to be in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe anyway.
Yeah.
We know all the battle mode stages, we know the modes, we know the carts, we know the Golden Mario's in there. The one thing I was curious about, though, is if you could still upload to YouTube via the built-in YouTube upload feature, where you can upload replays or whatever. Now, here's the interesting thing. Actually, I'm not saying that. Okay, I'll just say it. Okay, so Game Explain recently put out a video, like literally like an hour ago, about they're like the thing that they do every once in a while, where it's like 50 questions about a game that's coming out, or whatever. And I'm pretty sure they just didn't want to like they didn't like, say my okay. So there was a point where someone asked Andre if the Mario Kart TV upload functionality was still in. He said no. However, then he slid in very slowly, like very silently. Oh yeah, and there was this other person that wanted to know if the YouTube upload feature was still in. He didn't even say my name. I know he was talking about me. I tweeted at him. He didn't even say my name. For everyone else, he said, this guy asks, like why not me? I mean, it's not a big. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm sure there was probably someone else out there that asked, but it's like I feel like that was supposed to be me. And he didn't even say, like, oh, and Logan589XP asks, is that, yeah, no, he didn't do that. He just slid me in there. But, I mean, to be fair, that was technically the same thing. I mean, I knew that once he mentioned the Mario Kart TV thing, I knew he was going to mention the YouTube thing. It just feels like he kind of threw me under the bus there. I know, I'm sure it wasn't intentional, and I know it's just, you know, it feels like he's throwing me under the bus. Like, am I not saying my name when I'm pretty sure I'm the one that he's talking about, and he knows I'm the one he's the one I'm talking about. I mean, the one that I'm getting confused. You get the point. Point is, there's no YouTube upload functionality in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe so far. They might add it in a patch, but we don't know. But they also don't. But at the same time, they don't really need to, because they're going to be adding a feature to the Switch that allows you to record video using the capture button like you do for screenshots.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So there's no real reason to have a YouTube upload functionality for either Smash or Mario Kart when you can just record the video with the Switch itself. And it would be like the whole video, not just like a 3-minute clip or whatever. But yeah, basically nothing in the Direct was really shown, just kind of a general recap that there's new stuff and that's coming out on the 28th. So yeah, not much to say there. And also another thing is in Game Explain's video, they talked about if the Mercedes-Benz, that was a question I wanted to know. According to Andre, he hasn't seen it yet. I heard other people on Twitter say that it is in there, but he says it isn't, or at least he hasn't found it yet. But we also know that he even said that everything except for Gold Mario and the carts are fully unlocked, which means that the Mercedes-Benz cars could still be buried in the game. He just hasn't unlocked them yet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like if he hasn't found them yet, they're probably not there. Because I mean, the Mercedes-Benz thing was a really weird thing to happen.
Yeah, it was.
It was like a really weird one-off thing that kind of just. It was just weird because it was Nintendo's first real DLC. I mean, they had New Super Luigi U, but I mean, like the first time they really started to really do DLC was like with that Mercedes-Benz thing. That was so weird. But I actually really like the Mercedes-Benz cars, and I want them to return to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But as far as we know, they're not there, but some people said they are. We're just going to have to wait and see until the game finally comes out on the 28th, and when people start actually uploading videos and publishing screenshots and whatnot. We will wait and see. Moving on, Miitopia is coming to the US. I know nothing about this game. I'm going to say that right now. And I'm assuming you don't either. Because it's a game that was only released in Japan a few months ago, but yeah, there really is not that much.
Yeah, there's not that much to talk about.
I mean, it's a game that exists, I just don't know that much about it. It's like, it feels to me like a beefed up version of Street Pass, to me. A version of Street Pass you have to buy for $40, so I'm going to say no. Anyways, that's coming sometime in 2017. I think it's coming in the summer. I feel like it's coming in the summer. I don't know exactly. I feel like that's when it's coming up. I know it's 2017. Next up is something I actually do want to talk about. Minecraft was officially revealed for the Switch, and we've seen they showed a release date. It's coming out on the 11th, like May 11th. That is much sooner than I expected it to come out. I thought it was going to come out in like the fall, to be honest.
I thought it would be like a holiday or fall release.
Yeah, because I mean, it's Minecraft. It's not the most complex game on the planet, but 4J takes a long time with their ports. I mean, it took them forever to get it on the Wii U, and it took them over a year to put it on the Xbox One and PS4. So it's like, why? It's like, I don't know. I just felt like it would take longer. But hey, I'm surprised it's coming out so close to launch.
Yeah.
And also, this wasn't in the direct. This was like new information that was revealed like yesterday. You will be able to transfer your worlds from the Wii U version, not
Which
at
is nice.
launch, but it will be coming. Since similar to how you could transfer your worlds from your 360 to your One, your Vita, your PS3 to your PS4. Those didn't come later. I think those came later as well, but I'm not quite sure. But point is, you'll be able to transfer your worlds from your Wii U version in the future, just not when it comes out.
Yeah, it's not right now.
I'm sure that'll be one of the first features to be patched in, though, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, and I think the big thing I wanted to know was world size. Now, this all depends on the amount of RAM. Now, the Wii U only had the 360 and the PS3 had 512 megs, and the Wii U had 2 gigs. So why wasn't the world bigger on the Wii U? Still, I'm not really sure why. It was the same size as the 360 and PS3, even though I know it could have been bigger. But on the Switch, we have been granted a bigger world size. It will be 3,000 by 3,000. Well, it's not exactly 3,000 by 3,000, but it's basically 3,000 by 3,000. On last gen, like 360, PS3, and also the Wii U, it's 864 by 864. And on the Switch, it's going to be 300. Did I say 300 by 300 before?
3,000. It's 3,000 by 3,000.
Yeah, like about 3,000 by 3,000. Which is which it really is, and according to 4J, it's like a 16 times bigger world size than the Wii U version, which is, and I remember when the PS4 and Xbox One versions were coming out, they said that was gonna be like 32 times bigger than the 360 and PS3. Which, speaking of which, that's still not quite as big as the PS4 and Xbox One, which are at 500 by 500. But I'm gonna take it. I'm okay with that. It's much bigger than last gen and Wii U, and it might not be as big, but you gotta remember limitations here. I mean, the Switch has 4 gigs of RAM, whereas the PS4 and Xbox One have 8 gigs. Now, maybe when the Scorpio comes out, because the Scorpio's gonna have 12 gigs, that might be able to push the world size a bit more. But as far as like the regular consoles, like the ones that are at least as far as the Switch is concerned. But I mean, 300 by 3,000 by 3,000 still plenty to work with. I mean, even on the Xbox One, I've never really gone in any version of Minecraft. I mostly stay in the starter area, or like the area I like, at least the area I decide to start building. I basically just stay there for the entire time I play that world. In every version, like on the Wii U version, I have this one world where I literally built a wall around my entire like area, and I never go outside the area like ever. On the Xbox One version, I also have like this area that I basically never go out of. Like on every version of Minecraft, I just stick to one area for the most part, unless I need like some certain materials. I have to go find like a Ender portal or something like that. But for the most part, I just stay in the starter area, or the area that I decide to start building in. Yeah, point is, enough rambling. Point is, I just stay in one area for the most part. So I'm not really worried about it being 3,000 by 3,000. I mean, the Xbox One world I have is actually one I carried over from the 360, so it's still 864 by 864, but that doesn't bother me at all. Like, I haven't been running out of space or anything. I mean, I basically just use it for creative. I'm not, like, I go through phases where, like, sometimes I want to just do only survival, and I'll just want to do only creative. Right now I'm in the creative only phase on both my Wii U and Xbox One worlds. I literally just am building stuff. For the sake of building stuff, because I just feel like building stuff.
Building stuff is...
Like, one thing that I seem to I do all the time is I build paths. Like, I can make like a bunch of pathways and ladders and railroads, but that's all I do. And my brother is like, he's like, why do you always build paths all the time? That's all you do. I don't know why. I just like connecting different parts of the world together. I'm just really into making paths and bridges and stuff like that.
World building.
Like I'm the path guy. If you want to make me make a path, if you want me to connect point A to point B, I'm the guy to do it. But enough about that. So basically, it's not as big as PS4 and Xbox One, but it's more than enough. And remember, you may not have as big of a world, but you're gonna be able to play this on the go. And I don't mean like a crappy version that you can play on your phone that doesn't have as much features as console or PC. I mean like the full fat console version on the go. And I know you're gonna say, I know people are gonna say, What about the Vita version? Okay, well, I guess that's true, but the Vita version has a terrible frame rate. And I've played the Vita version before on my PlayStation TV, which is basically just a Vita you can hook up to your TV anyway. I've played it, and the frame rate is terrible. It barely stays at 60 FPS, and the resolution's pretty low. So, and besides, the Vita version is also 864 by 864. Whereas the Switch, you get to play it in HD at 60 FPS all the time, and a much bigger world. So it's a win-win all the way. So it's the definitive portable version, at least, and also a pretty decent console version. Overall, I'm gonna be very happy with this version. But one thing I want to see is more Nintendo DLC packs. All we've had
like Zelda, Metroid, Earthbound, or something.
Okay, Earthbound's probably pushing it, but watch them release it only in Japan. Mother 3 pack only in Japan. But hey, well, it doesn't matter because remember, region free now, so I can just go on the Japanese eShop. Get it? I get it. Yeah. So, but yeah, all we have right now is the Mario pack from the Wii U version. There's not any Zelda pack, Splatoon pack, Kirby pack, anything yet. They'll probably be coming on the way, and they'll probably come to both versions because even though the Wii U is essentially dead in terms of Nintendo support, remember that even though Minecraft still gets updates on the 360 and PS3. They get all the texture packs, they get all the updates, like they're still up to date. So there's no reason why the Wii U version wouldn't. So that means that if there is any future packs, they will probably come to the Wii U. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, like the Halo pack on the Xbox, like the Halo pack came out on only the 360, and one Little Big Planet pack only came out on the Sony systems. So it makes sense to me that if they release like a Zelda pack, which is probably what they would release next, especially with Breath of the Wild and whatnot. They would release it on both the Switch and Wii U. So if you don't want to buy the Switch version, because I'm sure because I mean Minecraft is one of those games that people have probably bought in a billion times and they're sick and tired of buying it again. I'll admit I have Minecraft for literally every platform I can play it on. I have it on the Wii U, I have it on the PC, I have it on the Xbox One, I have it on my phone. I never play it on my phone anymore, but I have it on my phone. I think I even have the Vita version, even though that version's terrible because it's Minecraft.
I have Minecraft on my phone, even though I don't play it anymore. I have it on the PC, which I still play it sometimes, and then I have it on the PS4 and the Wii U. And I think that's about it for me.
So yeah, it's like, and okay, I don't know if you have a price, but I think it's like gonna be like, okay, I remember when Minecraft when it came out on the Wii U, it was like $30. But the difference with that was that included a bunch of like packs. Like that included like some texture packs.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, it's well, as far as we know, it's gonna include. The only thing it's gonna include is the Mario pack, which was already free on the Wii U anyway, so I'm not really gonna count that as including. But as far as we know, it's gonna be the standard price, which hopefully is not that much. It should be like $20. It shouldn't be anything more than $20 to be real. But they're probably gonna charge $30, and I'm probably gonna still buy it because I just can't help it.
Can't help yourself.
In fact, just to make sure, I'm gonna go ahead and look up on their website. That's weird. The Minecraft website has changed a lot in the past year.
Yeah, it has.
Like for the longest time, it was like the same website it's been since like the alpha, with just some minor changes, and now it's like mobile, and like they changed it to make it more mobile friendly and whatnot. So a completely different layout now.
I miss the old.
Yeah, I kind of miss the old website. I bet this doesn't even have Minecraft Classic anymore. Remember that when they used to have Minecraft Classic built in?
Yeah, I remember.
And then they removed the link, but you could still get to it. Okay. There is no price tag, at least on their website. Let me check Nintendo's website.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's gonna be like $30. For better or for worse.
Wow, they upped the price for Minecraft on PC. It's 26 instead of 24.
Ooh, big difference.
Big difference.
Yep, it's $30.
$30 $30.
It's kind of annoying, but oh well. I'm gonna end up buying it anyway.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so yeah, so I guess that's what I'll have to do with Minecraft. So yeah, coming out on May 11th. I'm pretty excited for it, being able to play Minecraft on the go because I've been getting back into Minecraft again. I go through these I thought I go through these phases where I switch between Terraria and Minecraft.
Yeah.
That happens to me a lot, and right now I'm in the Minecraft phase, so I'm definitely in the mood to be able to play some Minecraft on the go.
Yeah.
Good Minecraft on the go.
Not Pocket Edition or Vita.
Yeah, like the full-fledged HD console version with no annoying frame drops. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get the list back up here, and let's see what is next. Okay. Here's something that I found was really weird. The only thing that Ubisoft showed off in the entire... Well, I guess that's not completely true, but like what? Okay, so like Ubisoft, they showed off some more of Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, but you know, it's Rayman Legends. We've all seen it before.
Yeah.
I actually have it. I actually got it on the Xbox One a long time ago from, the Games for Gold. It was part of that for a while. Even before I had an Xbox One, I got it just so I would have something to play, because you know, just in case I didn't have a game.
Makes sense.
I'm actually think I'm almost done with that game on the Xbox One. I also have Rayman Origins on the PC. That was also free a while back. But anyways, so yeah, I don't know the release date for Rayman Legends on the Switch, but yeah, it's Rayman Legends on the Switch. Not that much to say. There are going to be some new things, but nothing that I could really notice.
Nothing major.
Nothing major. Now here's a really... Okay, here was their other announcement. Monopoly on Switch. The first thing I have to ask Ubisoft is, why didn't you show off Steep? That's the only major third-party game that Ubisoft is making for the Switch. Why didn't they show off that?
Exactly.
Like, I wouldn't mind if they show off this, but why didn't they show off Steep as well? It's like...
Yeah.
Well, anyways, yeah, Monopoly is coming to the Switch. Which, I hate to admit it, but I almost would want to get that. Like, I almost want to. Even though I know it wouldn't be worth it, it would just be cool. But then again, I already have a pretty, I have an old version of Monopoly for, like, Windows 95. I still have the disc for it.
Really?
And it has this really cool jazz music that's burned into my brain, these really weird FMV sequences. I would still play it if it would run on my computer, but, you know, a program from, like, the Windows 95 era that runs on a 16-bit installer is not going to cope well with Windows 10 64-bit. So, that has been an issue. I'm going to need to install, like, a virtual machine so I can run, like, XP, then I could get it to work. But, yeah, that's coming. I don't know when, but, yeah, it's Monopoly, so not much to say about that. Namco announced they're going to be releasing one of their collections on the Switch. Namco has done a bunch of collections in the past from, like, the PS2 era and stuff like that. They released, I think there was, like, a Pac-Man collection on the PS4 and Xbox One recently or something. Like, they've done collections, and, yeah, there's going to be another one. I don't remember what's in it, but I definitely know there's some Pac-Man games in it, of course, but I don't really know all that much. I don't remember when that's coming out, but, yeah, that's, yeah, that's going to be a thing. Now, here is what is probably the biggest surprise of the entire freaking Direct. Payday 2 of all games is coming to the Switch. Of all the third-party games that could come to the Switch, this is one that I know for a fact no one asked for. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it coming to the Switch. It's just like, why not GTA 5? Okay. Like we were talking about the headline thing where they had the list. They had rob banks with your friends as a description for Payday 2.
We thought it was gonna be like GTA or something.
Well, I knew that it wouldn't be because there's no way it would be. It'd be awesome, but there's no way it would be. But I was secretly hoping it was. And no, it's Payday 2. Which I should be happy for, but it's just no one really... Well, I shouldn't say no one cares. Because I know there's going to be someone that will. But it's like, if it was GTA, people would be much more excited.
Yeah, a lot of people would be more excited if it was that.
People would be like, it would be much bigger. But I mean, in the defense though, Payday 2 is a fairly modern game. I mean, it did come out on the PS3 and 360, but those versions are no longer supported, so you can only really play it on the current gen consoles and PC. So, what's really gonna be interesting is that this game is gonna tell us what kind of performance we can expect from modern games on Switch. This is the closest thing we have so far.
The closest thing.
So yeah, this is like this is the closest thing. Payday 2 is the closest thing we have to a AAA game, like a full-on AAA game on the Switch so far.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how it runs. Now, once again, it was designed for the 360 and PS3, and from what I heard, the 360 and PS3 versions ran well. So there's no excuse for this version to run terribly. It's just going to be mainly stuff like resolution, probably. It's going to be an issue. Because once this comes out, and Digital Foundry inevitably does their video on it, and it drops to, 57 FPS or 50 FPS for like a second, and jumps back up, it's a big deal. Or, it doesn't run at native 1080p. If you're expecting this to run at native 1080p, you know it's like you are expecting way too much.
Exactly.
I'm expecting at the very best 900p. But I'm actually realistically, it'll probably be like a dynamic resolution between 720p and 900p. No, actually, I don't know what it runs at on the PS4 and Xbox One, so I should probably check just to be sure. Payday 2 X1 versus PS4. Crime Wave Edition. What's the resolution and frame rate? Okay, yeah, the PS4 and Xbox One versions are 1080p, so... Okay, well, I guess now thinking about it, could be 1080p. They just have to turn down some settings. But they could probably do it.
They just have to turn down some settings.
So, let me see. All I see is people saying that it's 1080p. I don't see a frame rate. Come on, does seriously no one have? Okay, what the heck? What resolution does it run at? Oh, I know what I can do. I'll just go to the Xbox One versus PS4 resolution comparison page on IGN. Oh that page is that's a real page.
I didn't even know that.
Logan?
Not now.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Still?
Yes, because we screwed up.
Oh. Sorry, people.
Resolution. Here we go. It was last updated in November of 2016. Okay, that's fine. It came out before then. Okay, let me scroll down the list. I know it's on here. I saw it before. And now I don't see it. What the heck? I saw it here before. I know it was here before. Or is it further down the list? Well, well, guessing that they said 1080p, I'm gonna go with a guess that means 1080p 30 FPS. Because
Okay.
if it was 60 FPS, they would say 60 FPS. I guarantee it. So, let's just say for right now it's 1080p. Yeah. Oh wait. What am I doing? I can just look up gameplay.
Oh yeah, true.
Payday 2. I'm gonna go with Xbox One since that's gonna be the lowest common denominator here. Granted, they both run at the same resolution, but I'm just gonna look it up anyway. Payday 2, Xbox One, footage, gameplay. Why did I say footage? Gameplay. First, I have to find a video that actually is running at 60 FPS. That's a problem. video playing.
That was loud.
Yeah, sorry about the another ear rape thing going on there. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna load this without blasting your guys' ears. Wait, did I see not trying to play anything here. I'm trying to see. I feel like I saw a Digital Foundry video. That would be a great help if I found that. Frame rate. I just type in wait, Xbox One, PS4 frame rate. I know we're kind of taking a detour here, but I just really want to know this. Okay, they did. Okay, yeah. Digital Foundry did do one for this. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to load it. I'm gonna turn down the volume as fast as I possibly can.
Okay.
So it'll be. Okay, it's turned all the way off. Okay, yeah, the PS4 and Xbox One versions both run at 30 FPS.
Okay.
So the Switch version is probably going to be 900p 30 FPS. But at least that's just a guess. But you know, we never know. We could be surprised. Anyways, so yeah, Payday 2 is coming out, and that's cool and all, but it's just like it's kind of a random game. But hey, it's something. Hey, third-party support. I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's continue onward while I try to find the list. Okay, Puyo Puyo Tetris. I actually have both the Japanese and American demo of this game, and I actually really like it. It's one of those games I could totally get addicted to.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like a mobile game.
Yeah, I like a few years ago, I would just play Tetris Blitz over and 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 over again for like practically a whole year. And like I'm starting to like refeel that, except this time it's even harder because you have to switch between the Puyo Puyos and the Tetris like every 5 seconds, one of the modes. But yeah, the only problem I have with this game is that they're actually charging $40 for this thing. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, people, it's like weird. People criticize Nintendo for charging $60 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but it's A-okay for a Tetris game, essentially, to be $40. Okay, yeah, I totally see the logic there. A-okay, totally fine. But, yeah, I think this is coming out in May. I don't think it's out yet. I think it's coming out in May, I think. Or either May or the end of April, so... Yeah, RPG Maker. There's an RPG Maker coming to the Switch?
Mm-hmm.
When was that shown off? That's something I would not expect to see. At all. It's like a PC type thing. I would click on it, but I'm afraid there's going to be a video. I'm going to yellow it. Okay, there's no video.
Okay.
Okay, it's coming out on June 27th. And like every other game on the planet, it's for the 3DS. So that basically means that's not going to do well. So, yeah. Okay, here's the... Basically, they're not calling it... Ah! What the heck? I swear to God. I keep forgetting that the video isn't in the... I swear to God. Okay.
The ear rape.
The not called, but that's what it really is, Neo Geo Virtual Console was shown off. It's not called the Virtual Console, but that's what it is. That's basically what these games are. Yeah, there's a bunch of Neo Geo games. One of them is called Samurai Showdown 4. That's one of the ones they showed off. So yeah, I think there's already a few of them in Japan and the US as well. But yeah, so some more Neo Geo games, which is basically the unofficial Virtual Console for now.
Yeah,
so yeah, Shinmura EX, don't know what that is. I'm just gonna go and skip it. Okay, here's something more major. Let's talk about the Sonic games. Now, they showed off both Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania. And we actually did see some new footage from Sonic Forces. Like, they showed off some of the level, like that level we saw in the initial trailer. They actually showed
Sonic's gameplay.
Yeah, well, yeah, they did show Generations gameplay, I think, but they also showed like the 3D Sonic in that in the area with the trailer for like a few seconds.
Sonic.
So you know, it looks like, well, Generations 2, to be honest, but you know,
Yeah, even though Yuji Naka's denying it.
I mean, that's essentially what it is, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I like Sonic Generations. I'm sure I'll like this game. And yeah, nothing really except for just some new gameplay, and it's coming out holiday 2017. As for Sonic Mania, We kind of know a lot about this game already. There's not much to talk about. It's basically a new Genesis game. That's not a bad thing. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
And we don't have a release date yet, but it is supposed to come out in summer 2017.
Yep.
Okay, we're getting down to the last few games here. Ultra Street Fighter 2. See, this is not one of those games that I'm like wondering why Puyo Puyo Tetris can be $40 and no one cares. But if Ultra Street Fighter 5, which is another port, like Mario Kart 8's one thing, because that's just one port and actually adds new stuff. Whereas Street Fighter 2 is just another port of a game that's been ported a billion times over the past 20 years.
And it costs $60.
I think it's 50, not 60, but still, it's like $50 for an updated 16-bit game.
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, to be fair, it does look nice, but it's $50 is a bit high, and most people would agree with that. And here's what's probably gonna happen: the game's gonna sell terribly, and then Capcom's gonna be like, "Oh, I guess that means our games don't sell well on the Switch, so let's not put any of our future games on it because of that." Even though it's a port of Street Fighter 2 for starters, and 2. It's $50. You want the game to sell? Charge at least 30.
yeah.
I mean maximum. Well, actually no. 30. Yeah, 30. Even 40. I might even put up with. But 50 just seems too much for a game like that.
Yeah, it seems too much.
Okay, and the last major game, well, at least major too. I know a lot of you that are watching this video would be the fact that, against even my odds, because I was sure this was not going to happen after what happened last year, but apparently, Yokai Watch 2 Sinuchi is coming to the US under the name Psychic Spectres. It's coming out in the fall, and that's basically all we know about it. We don't know if it comes in the middle. We don't know anything else. All we have is the box art and a fall release date. But I mean, it's Sinuchi, so if you know what Sinuchi is, or you've seen Sinuchi, then you know what this game is. I mean, it's Sinuchi. So there's not much to say on it other than I'm surprised it's actually a thing. I was confident that they would skip right to Busters and Yokai Watch 3, but nope, they're going to do Sinuchi after all. So, props to level 5 there. That was a surprise.
Yeah, props to level 5.
Because I mean, yeah, because I remember one of the earliest videos I made was a video where I talked about how Yokai Watch 2 was essentially confirmed for the US, but not really. It was an interview with Hino, and he said that he and Nintendo are working on bringing Yokai Watch 2 to the West, but they just don't know when exactly, what versions would release, and if they would be physical or digital. Well, it turns out that we got Ganson Hunk in the form of Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls last year. But there was no sign of Sinuchi. And I was thinking if they're going to do Sinuchi at all, it would come out like 2 or 3 months after Yokai Watch, the first 2 came out, because that's what happened in Japan.
Yeah, that's what happened in Japan. I thought it would be the same cycle, but apparently not. We have to wait like a year.
Nope. For some reason, yeah, that's the weird thing. This is coming out in the fall. That's going to be over a year after the first 2 versions came out. Now I'm sure fanboys are gonna be like, see, it is a ripoff of Pokemon, because they're releasing it in the same time frame as Pokemon releases its 3rd version. No, I'm pretty sure they're just doing that because they feel like it. I don't know why it's not out right now. It should be. There's no reason why it can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like at least with Yokai Watch 2 itself, that would make more sense, but why can't they release the 3rd version like now? It should be out right now. It really should be.
Yeah, it should be out right now.
If this was Japan, it would be out right now. Like in terms of like Japan's terms.
Yep.
But yeah, so apparently it's coming to the US, and like I said, it's called Psychic Spectres. And the logo actually looks pretty nice. I think it looks better than the first 2 games when they came to
a lot better.
They still have that very lazily photoshopped 2, but they made a different color. But at least the logo itself generally looks better, so yeah.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. The name is a lot better.
Yeah, even the name is a lot better. It's just in general. It's like they are admitting they screwed up with the first 2, and like, okay, we're gonna go and release this one just because. It feels like, even though it's kind of not worth it, but because once again the 3DS is not going to be around for much longer, but. Yeah. Oh well, it's a thing. So if you have it, because I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you're gonna buy this game. I'm personally not. I'm done with the 3DS, but I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna end up buying it. And yeah, he's gonna end up buying it. But yeah, so yeah, it's coming out in fall 2017. And actually, we have two last things. The two main events of the Direct. That was ARMS and Splatoon 2. Let's go ahead and start with ARMS. ARMS, I'll admit, I'm not hating it. I've never hated it, but I didn't see why everyone was so hyped for ARMS at first. But I have to admit that after seeing the new footage, I'm honestly starting to see why everyone's excited for it. It's not a day one buy for me yet, but it's definitely got me a lot more excited than it did at the presentation when they revealed it.
I was hyped from the beginning, and I'm like even more hyped now that they showed more of ARM.
Yeah, they showed off there's going to be a 2-on-2 mode, and also they showed off a new character. It's apparently made out of ramen noodles. Also, and you can tell in the gameplay, there are characters that look suspiciously similar to characters from Overwatch. Which, I mean, people have been comparing this game to Overwatch pretty much since it's maybe not since it's revealed, but at least when they started revealing more characters for it. Like, maybe when it was first revealed, when we only had those first two, there wasn't that much. But I mean, afterwards, it's like, whoa! Like, this game is starting to really resemble Overwatch. Not in like gameplay, of course, but like in the way the characters are designed. Like, everyone's gravitating towards the characters of ARMS, like in the same way that it was with Overwatch. In fact, I think, okay, for the last few years, there's been like the big game, like the game that everyone talks about forever for like a year. Okay,
Yeah, like
first it was FNAF. Remember FNAF when that existed? Then there was Undertale. Then there was Overwatch. I think ARMS could very well be the next one to get like huge in terms of like the characters and stuff like that. Now, at the same time, though, there are a few things holding it back. One, it's on a Nintendo console, which doesn't exactly help because, all the other games I just mentioned are available on other platforms that people actually have.
Yep.
Because that's the simple fact is, even though I think the Switch is going to sell pretty well, and it's going to sell much better than the Wii U, it's not going to have the kind of reachability that PC, PS4, and even Xbox One has. So, it's not multi-platform. That's the main thing going against it. Overwatch is multi-platform. FNAF is technically multi-platform, and Undertale is also technically well, it's on computers. Like, you have to have a computer to play Undertale. FNAF you can get on, like, iOS and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
And, once again, Overwatch, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and potentially Switch. We'll find out. There's been rumors that it may or may not happen, but we're going to have to see. Even Blizzard's not entirely sure, but we'll see. Who knows? That'd be kind of cool if you could play, like, ARMS and Overwatch on the same system. Be kind of neat, but yeah. So, yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the characters. So I mean, it's back to ARMS. I mean, back to what I was saying before. I mean, like, yeah. So that's one thing that's kind of going against. I mean, like Splatoon, for example. If Splatoon was on PC, PS4, and Xbox One, I guarantee it would have been much bigger than it was. I mean, it was already pretty big, but only the Nintendo sphere, right? Or if you're in Japan. But basically, it was only really big in the Nintendo sphere. It wasn't like a thing that people really cared about outside of the Nintendo sphere, because it was only on Nintendo systems, of course. Whereas if it was on multi-platform, it would have probably been the equivalent to Overwatch in 2015.
Pretty much.
And Splatoon 2 is definitely gonna increase Splatoon's popularity, and I just want the popularity to increase in the U.S. That's really what I want.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I don't know that. Okay, like outside Nintendo fans, I don't know anyone that really plays Splatoon or really cares about Splatoon or even knows what Splatoon is. Like, it's only if it's like you have to be in like the Nintendo sphere to really care about Splatoon. But Splatoon 2 is probably gonna be different. I expect the Splatoon 2 to do maybe not the game itself, but like I just expected to do it like pretty well, especially in Japan. Oh, in Japan, it's gotta fly off the shelves.
Yeah, it's gonna fly out the
In
shelves.
Japan, Splatoon is huge, like huge in Japan. Like let's try to think of an equivalent. Okay, you know how like for better, okay, well, you can disagree on whether you like the game or not. But you know how like everyone plays Call of Duty in the U.S. That's
Yeah.
basically the equivalent for Japan with Splatoon. Okay, maybe not that big, but it's pretty big. Like it's that like there's a ton of Splatoon merch, and there's even fake concerts where they project like Callie and Marie like onto the stage, like a Hatsune Miku concert or whatever.
Wow.
Like it's pretty big. Even and despite the Wii U's fairly low sales, it's managed to do very well in Japan. And I expect Splatoon 2. And here's the thing that's going for Splatoon 2. Switch is a handheld. As we all know, the Japanese market doesn't really like consoles anymore. It's all about the handhelds. Your iPhone, your Samsung, your 3DS even. That's why the 3DS is still going strong in Japan, because everyone in Japan really wants to go on the handheld. So being able to play Splatoon 2 anywhere you are is going to be huge. I would not be surprised if they release a Splatoon 2 bundle in Japan before it comes out here. I don't think we're gonna get a bundle, but I would be. I mean, there was a Splatoon bundle that actually came out in Japan fairly recently, believe it or not. Like back in the holidays, like I guess they wanted to sell off their last few Wii U units, so they made a Splatoon bundle. It was actually it was the white model, but it was 32 gig, which is something we never got over in the States for some reason. And they had a Splatoon bundle. We never got a Splatoon bundle. Wait, never mind. We did. I do remember we got one. We got one. We got one either right when the game came out or like really close after that. It came out it was definitely out in summer 2015. But I mean but obviously that bundle wasn't as big. You know, I still don't understand why didn't they release a Smash bundle in the US?
Yeah, that's what I
That would have flown off the shelves. Flown off the shelves, literally. Like it would be, we would have like the situation we're having right now with the Switch with the Wii U if that happened.
Yeah.
We couldn't find a Wii U. The only time they released a Smash bundle was in Spain of all places.
In
And
Spain?
and that limited edition bundle.
Here. Thank you. No, that's a different one.
I don't know what it is. Okay, where was I?
Clothes underneath here.
You're talking about the
Hey,
Splatoon one.
it's not gonna get clean.
Oh yeah.
Just throw the clothes in here.
Yes. You guys are interrupting.
Dude, look at this. It's ridiculous. Okay, all that is under your bed.
Middle of something right now.
Huh?
In the middle of something right now.
I'm just trying to find a slipper, dude. Sorry. Keep doing your thing.
Well, I don't like doing it when other people are here.
All right, well, I'm trying to find my slipper.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Come on, Jordan, come on now.
Did you move the Wii U out in the living room later?
Sure, fine. Okay, where was I again?
You were talking about the Splatoon
Smash.
bundle.
I was talking about okay. And
Yeah, Smash.
there was a Smash bundle in Spain, and it was also I think it was the white model as well. I don't know why. Like every region got the white model on 32 gig, but us.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I mean, if I could gotten the white one in 32 gig at launch, I would have gotten that one. But yeah.
Dang.
Hold on a second. Gotta let a cat out.
Okay.
But Yeah, so there was also for Black Friday 2015, Nintendo released a Smash Bros. And Splatoon bundle, like combined, like they were in one bundle.
Oh wow.
Now, why they didn't have that from the beginning, like when those like why didn't they have that before is beyond me. They should have had that the entire time. That should be like the standard bundle. The two of the best games on the system included. Why would that would be the perfect bundle?
It would.
But Nintendo's Nintendo, so that didn't really happen for long. So I mean, yeah, but Smash should have been in like a permanent bundle. But oh well. Who knows? I'm sure there'll be one for the Switch. At least I hope there is. Like a bundle.
Hopefully.
Knowing me, it'll probably be only in Europe and Japan, and we won't get it though. So who cares?
Yep, we won't get it.
So back to ARMS. So 2-on-2 mode, new character, and overall the game just looks a lot better than I think it was shown off at the presentation.
Yeah, it looks a lot.
It looked pretty. It looked like Wii Sports Boxing Plus at the event, to be honest. Right?
Yeah.
But now it looks so much better, like way better than it did the presentation. Also, they're going to be releasing yellow Joy-Cons alongside the game when it comes out on June 16th. Oh yeah, if I didn't mention that already, it's coming out June 16th, which is literally like right after
The day
E3.
after E3.
Yeah, it's the day after E3, so that's pretty cool actually. And they'll also be launching a Joy-Con battery expansion pack, which I think is completely unnecessary, but if you want it, then it's there. And all that stuff is coming out, so like I said, on June 16th, right after E3. Let's move on to my highlight of the Direct, and that is Splatoon 2. Now, I was expecting them to show off single player. They did not do that. They showed off something probably even better, at least in my opinion. They showed off a co-op mode. I've been wanting a co-op mode for Splatoon for a long time. I was thinking something like COD Zombies, with like wave after wave after wave, just seeing how long you can survive. At least something like that, the very minimum. And you like fight the Octolings or something like that. And it's basically that, but with a bit more stuff in it. So basically, yeah, it's a 4-player co-op mode, and you're all dressed like the Pyro from not the Pyro, oh man, I don't even remember their names. Like that's how long I don't even remember something like this. Oh god.
I can remember what they look like.
I know. I don't remember all the names. Like, I know like the Heavy and the Sniper and the whatever.
Yeah.
It's like Spy. Like, what the heck is his name? Oh man, This is like gaming 101. How do you not know the characters of TF2? That's so basic. Everyone knows TF2. How do I not know the name of that guy? Man, I'm such... The engineer is what I should have said. They all the Inklings look like they're they look like they're the engineer. At least I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yeah, the engineer. I think that's the one I was supposed to. Yeah. The point is, they all look like they're the engineer for some reason, and they're carrying like what honestly looks like ghost sucking vacuums. Who are you gonna call Ink Busters? I don't know.
Who are you gonna call Ink Busters?
It's like I don't know. It's what it seemed like. It's like I feel like that's what they were going for, but of course it shoots ink. You can also get different weapons.
Yeah.
Like you're not just limited to the it's like a splatter shop type weapon, the default one. But you can also get rollers and stuff like that. Apparently, I'm not sure how. But maybe you can customize them, kind of like in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to see. For some reason I think they're gonna be drops though. I feel like they're gonna be drops, or they're gonna be like rewards, or it'd be cool if they had a mystery box type thing. Like if they had a box like in actual Zombies. That'd be pretty
cool.
Or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. But so yeah, 4-player co-op, and you are fighting against actually some new enemies. Like there's no Octolings as far as we know, or like any there actually are some boss creatures, and they're basically a bunch of fish. Like a bunch of fish type things is what you're basically attacking for the most part. But it looks pretty fun, and I've been wanting this for forever, so thank you Nintendo for listening.
Thank you, Nintendo, for listening to the fans.
We're just saying we're just saying that they sometimes do and sometimes they don't. So that's saying something. Now, one thing also was really weird how it parodies TF2 is the artwork they have for like the thing they have. It looks like it looks like they're trying to deliberately rip off TF2. Okay, the mode is called Salmon Run. That's what it's called. They get it? Fish Salmon Run. Yeah. So it's like it looks like the artwork looks like they're trying to copy TF2. It has that same kind of style. It's so weird. Hey, I wonder if is this pattern? ARMS is like kind of copying Overwatch, and now Splatoon 2 is kind of copying TF2.
Oh yeah, there's a pattern.
That's kind of interesting. Now we just have to wait for the next Zelda game where you can shoot down blimps, and you can shoot something Battlefield 1 related. I was trying to think of something right there. Okay, okay. But anyway, all similarities aside, the Salmon Run mode looks pretty cool, and yeah, I'm definitely glad it's there. And like I said at the beginning of this, Splatoon 2 is coming out in August. Oh yeah, wait, did I say all of them are coming out at the same time? No. Did I say August? Dang it, it's July. It's coming out in July alongside the Smash amiibo and the new Splatoon 2 amiibo. And yeah, that's basically it. At least as far as the stuff. Yeah, that's about it actually.
Yeah, that's about it.
So I guess well, before we go, what would you say like your favorite part of the Direct was?
My favorite part of the Direct was Splatoon 2 and Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania. Those were like the highlights for me. I'm kind of sad they didn't like say anything about Super Mario Odyssey, but there's E3 for that.
Yeah, and still don't know why they didn't show off the Virtual Console. That'd been a perfect time because Virtual Console is something that's something that's not necessarily E3 material, but it would still be big. But yeah. I don't know. I'm sure that's on the way. It has to be on the way. And I'm sure that we will. It's a guarantee we will see something about it at E3. So, yeah, for me the highlight, well, yeah, like I already kind of said, like Splatoon 2 co-op mode. That's a pretty big thing for me. But also, actually Minecraft for the Switch, mainly because I was really surprised. Once again, I was surprised it's coming out so soon. Like that's a real excitement. It's like being able to play Minecraft on the go so soon. That's something pretty neat actually. And yeah, the only real disappointment. And then yeah, the only real disappointment was no Virtual Console. That's still but once again, you can't get everything in one Direct. And besides, I know there's a lot of people that are disappointed with this Direct, and I'm not really sure why. If you were expecting any E3 caliber announcements right before E3, then there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
If you were expecting Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade 2, a Smash port, and all this stuff in this Direct, you were thinking, you were hoping for way, way too much. Granted, the Virtual Console should have been here. That should have absolutely been here, but that's just one thing. And even, like I said, that's not E3 caliber. That's something that should have been there. That's not unrealistic.
It could have been there, but they didn't put it in.
I mean, like, Nintendo never announces major games this close to E3.
Yeah, this close.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade 2, Fire Emblem Warriors, all that stuff, that's going to be saved for E3, so... we got 2 months, well, not even 2 months, we have less than 2 months to go.
Yeah, less than 2 months, so we're almost there.
Actually, no. Actually, it's 2 months, because... yeah, I forgot. 13th to 15th, and it's the 19th. So that's close. Yeah. 2 months. About 2 months.
Yeah, about 2 months.
So yeah, we got about 2 months till E3, and unlike last year, I'll actually be able to stream it this time. So that's gonna be cool. And I'm gonna have to, and I mean, this directs are one thing, but I am not about to let technical issues get in the way between me and streaming E3. Like just in general, like all of them, because I'm gonna stream all of them. I'm just, but Nintendo especially, I'm not allowed to let... Now, here's the thing I actually want to know. And actually, we probably should just go and throw this out here, since we're talking anyway. What do you think Nintendo's actually going to do for E3? Like, how are they going to do E3 this year?
I actually don't know. How are they going to handle it? Maybe they might do, like, at the beginning, they might do, like, this whole thing with the presentation, like, do, like, the little Switch thing with, like, ding, ding, and, like, they have, like, a countdown timer, like, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you hear a little switch thing like bing, and then like all like lights flash and stuff like that, and then like Reggie Fils-Aimé comes up to the stage and starts saying, "Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this year's E3. We have a bunch of announcements we want to reveal to you."
Now, here's the thing. It depends on whether or not they go with a direct style thing again, or if they go for, the digital event type thing again.
Oh yeah, that.
Now, at first, it actually seems that they might actually do a conference this year, because they did one already recently. But here's the problem. A lot of people didn't like that one, like the presentation, and I know the reason why. There was good stuff in there, but here's the problem. It was not made for E3. Like, what I mean by that is, it was made for a Japanese audience. It was made for Japanese businessmen. You gotta remember that.
Yep.
That's who was in the audience. So, if you're expecting, even I was expecting an E3 caliber presentation. I thought it was fairly good. But it was not E3. If you were expecting E3 out of that conference, then yeah, which admittedly I was, then yeah, that was kind of a bit overboard. But remember, if the Nintendo does an E3 conference, it's going to be made by Nintendo of America, for American gamers, not Japanese businessmen. So it's going to actually be good. Then again, they haven't done a conference, like an E3 conference in years, and their last one was not very good from what I heard.
The last one was like all 3DS games.
The last the last E3 press conference they did.
Oh, okay.
That was in 2012. Before the Wii U came out. That's how long ago that it is. Now, to be fair, at the same time, I would be perfectly happy with another digital event, because those are just fine, honestly. I mean, remember, once again, E3 2014. That was a digital event, and look how awesome that one was.
That one was awesome.
There was Wii U games everywhere. They were pretty much all exciting. I mean, there's like nothing bad in that entire. There was only one 3DS game in that entire thing. That was a really good. Most people agree that E3 2014 was like probably what I would say like their last big E3. Like everyone could universally agree it was awesome, basically. 2015 we all know was a disappointment, but that was mainly because the shift away from Wii U and Iwata. Well, he wasn't dead yet, but he was on the verge of it. And, just in general, that was not good. We can all agree on that. E3 2016 was actually pretty decent. It was mainly just Zelda and 3DS games, so that didn't really interest me all that much outside of Zelda, because I just wanted Switch, or at the time, NX. But, it wasn't bad. But it was also not a digital event or a press conference. It was a Treehouse Live. That was the entire E3. That was their entire E3 was Treehouse Live. This year, I know they're not going to do that. They have too many games to show off that there's no reason they would do that. I think they are going to do if they don't call it a digital event, they're going to call it like a Nintendo Switch presentation like they did the indie one. It'll be like the indie one, I think is what it would be like.
Yeah, that'll probably be the indie.
Like, even the indie one, to be honest, felt more like a classic direct than the one we got just like a week ago. I don't know. It's probably because the indie one was before the new format, and it was technically its own format, but I don't know. It felt more cinematic. It's a really weird thing to say for something like this, but I mean, the point is, yeah. I think they're definitely not going to just do Treehouse Live this year. I'm thinking they're going to lean towards actually just doing a digital event or a direct or something like that for E3, which I'm totally fine with. I don't care what they do. I just don't want Treehouse Live. I don't want
Treehouse Live. It's like, Treehouse Live was like, eh. It was like, eh.
The problem with Treehouse Live wasn't that it was Treehouse Live. It's the problem is that was the only thing. If we had a digital event or a direct, then Treehouse Live, that would be fine. But we only had Treehouse Live. As long as they have more than Treehouse Live, I don't care if it's a direct, I don't care if it's a presentation, I don't care what, I'll be happy.
Same.
But at the end of the day, it's not how it's presented, it's about what is being presented. And if they have Smash Switch, I'm done. That's all I need. They could literally only show that off and I would be happy.
So, if they just show Smash Switch, then, oh boy. That's gonna be fun.
It's like that's literally they could literally just show off that, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But of course, they're gonna show off Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade 2, most likely Pikmin 4, other games. Like they might even show off the new Fire Emblem, like the full new Fire Emblem for Switch. We don't know. And more than likely, it's about time. But if they don't, they have to show off Retro's new game. Whether or not it's Metroid or Donkey Kong or a new IP, they need to show it off. Because everyone's sick and tired of getting barbecue replies on Twitter.
Yeah.
Every time someone tries to ask them, they just like, oh, you want they try and steer it towards something barbecue related. Like, what's up with the barbecue thing with Retro Studios?
I have no idea.
It's so weird.
Maybe they're on a barbecue craze.
I mean, they haven't made a game in like 3 years. I mean, their last game came out in 2014, like at the beginning, like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. That was their last game ever they released. They've been working on a game since then. They were probably still working on a game before Donkey Kong came out anyway. So it's been like at least like 3 to 4 years since the last game came out. They need to show it. Mark my words, it's not going to be Metroid and people are going to be pissed for no reason.
It's probably gonna be Donkey Kong or a new IP.
I don't think it's going to be Donkey Kong because that'd be cool, but that people would just be mad. Like if it was like it'd be one thing if it wasn't Metroid, but if it was Donkey Kong, I mean, it'd be cool. I'd buy it, but it's also but it's like people just want Metroid, and there actually is evidence supporting Metroid. Because, the infamous Federation Force that came out last year, which was one of the reasons why everyone hated the E3 2015 Direct, was, there was a secret ending or whatever at the end of the game that seems to be leaning towards the possibility of a Metroid Prime 4. Or, like, at least a new game made by Retro. At least that's what, I mean, who else would make it? Of course it would be Retro. Which, I mean, what's kind of weird is I'm kind of wondering why is it called Retro Studios? I mean, they don't make retro games, for starters. Like,
I have no idea, actually.
and two, it's kind of wondering, like, I'm wondering, like, why haven't they just consolidated the Retro Studios into Nintendo, like, proper? Because Retro Studios was
Retro Studios.
Because Retro Studios is a Nintendo company. It was founded by Nintendo. They're basically Nintendo's first-party developers in the U.S. That's basically what they are. I mean, they have there's Nintendo Software Technology, which they made some games, but some of them were canceled, like Hammer and whatnot. And basically, they just make Mario and Donkey Kong games at this point. Mario versus Donkey Kong games at this point. That's basically all they make. So the only real first-party development studio for Nintendo in the U.S. is Retro Studios. They might as well just be like Nintendo's they should just be like a core. Like, why are they just called Retro Studios? They might as well just like fully. I mean, it's just kind of. I mean, that's I'm just saying, like, it's like they are a Nintendo studio through and through.
Yeah.
They're owned by Nintendo. They were founded by Nintendo. They make games only for Nintendo systems. They're a Nintendo first-party developer. They're basically Nintendo themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the one advantage they have is that they are not Japanese. At least most of them aren't Japanese. And there's been a controversy at Nintendo Software Technology over. It's really weird for me to say this about Nintendo, but apparently racism against American employees, like Japanese people having biases over American employees, for ideas for games and stuff they can put and take out of games, and that's why a lot of people apparently left, and that's why they're basically just a Mario versus Donkey Kong company at this point. It's really weird.
Wow,
it's like Nintendo of all company apparently had race issues. That's really weird. So yeah, Retro is basically the only one left. The only real developer for Nintendo in the US. And yeah, I'm sure they'll show it off at E3. If they don't show it off, they'll at least tease it. They have to tease it.
They have to tease it.
I don't care if it's like, it doesn't matter if it's like some vague picture of like Metroid's helmet, Samus's helmet or something, and it says 2018. That's all they would have to do. That's literally all they have to do. They don't have to do much. They do not have to do much. They could just put in a little, like, they could like have a vague, they could have a vague symbol of like the screw attack sim, like not screw attack the website or screw attack the YouTube channel, like screw attack as in the screw attack in Metroid. They could
I
show.
thought you meant like the Screw Attack YouTube channel.
Well, I mean, that is based off of the Metroid one. So, like I said, that's the same thing. But you get the, they could just show us something super minor and just put 2018 on the screen for 1 second, and that would literally be all they need to generate hype. They don't have to show off much. They really do not. Let's just hope that they show off something. Because even though I'm not a Metroid fan. I'm not a big Metroid fan. I mean, Metroid's one of those franchises that basically people only know at this point because of Smash, like F-Zero.
Yeah, it's like Earthbound or like, like
well,
F-Zero.
yeah, like F-Zero, like the Mother franchise. Well, that's what Earthbound is. It's called the Mother franchise.
Yep.
Yeah, like all those like second tier Nintendo franchises basically don't get any love outside of re-releases. Now here's the thing that I don't understand. Why doesn't Shinin, whatever the heck they're called, why don't they just make an F-Zero game? There's like, why don't they? They basically already have one. Just reskin it, and it's an F-Zero game. Like, I don't like Nintendo doesn't seem they really care about making a new Metroid game. A new F-Zero game. But we do know that they're going to hire Criterion Games, who are behind the Need for Speed series. They were going to actually make one for the Wii U, but they couldn't make one fast enough for E3, so they didn't really have the time to. Plus, they're working on other games for EA, so they just didn't have the manpower to make an F-Zero game. So we almost got one on the Wii U, but because of their contract with EA, they couldn't really do that. So that's not really Nintendo's fault necessarily. That's kind of just their situation at the time. But now it's like you have the perfect F-Zero developer sitting right in front of you. That is a game that's basically F-Zero, just without the F-Zero name. Why not just make them like whenever Shinin does another game, Nintendo should seriously work with them to make an F-Zero game. There's no reason why they couldn't do it, especially with all the teasing, having the Blue Falcon and Mario Kart 8, having 2 stages from F-Zero and Mario Kart 8, and not having Captain Falcon for some weird reason, but have everything else. It's like, ugh. It's like F-Zero is basically just devolved to Captain Falcon, basically. That if you know F-Zero, you know it solely because of Smash and Captain Falcon.
Show me.
That's basically what most people are known for. That's how I know him, because of Smash.
Same, because of Smash, I know who Ness and Captain Falcon are.
I mean, that's one cool thing about Smash is that they basically revive characters that no one even knows about. Once again, Xenoblade, not that many people knew about Xenoblade until Shulk was in Smash. You put a franchise in Smash and it just becomes an instant everyone knows about it because it's in Smash.
Yeah.
But that apparently is not enough to get to make a new F-Zero game. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely putting more bets on a Metroid game though, because
a Metroid game at this point is more likely than
way more likely I think than F-Zero game, because like I said, if anyone's gonna develop an F-Zero game, it's gonna be Shinin, and they just released Fast RMX last month.
F-Zero.
So I don't see them making another one so soon. Even if they just reskinned Fast RMX, which I don't think they would do. I think they would do a whole new game. But, it's yeah. Actually would be pretty cool, even though it never happened.
What?
A Mother 1 through 3 HD remake collection.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Honestly, I would buy that.
And honestly, I think that'd be the best way to bring it to the U.S. That's another thing. The fact that Mother 3 still hasn't been announced for anything yet. We've been waiting forever. First it was going to come out on the Wii, then it never did. Now it's going to come out on the Wii U, then it never did. And now it's supposed to come out on the Switch, and it never will. For some reason, I think But for some reason, I think it will. I don't know. I just have this confidence in Emily Rogers when she says that it will. Because she said it was going to be on the Wii U, but then they moved it to the Switch because the Wii U was a sinking ship. And I would not be surprised if Mother 3 is one of the few, if it's one of the first launch games for the Virtual Console. That'd be the perfect way to launch it if they had Mother 3 right there. But the thing I want to know is if they would change anything. That's what I want to know. Because when Mother 1 came to the US, they called it Earthbound Beginnings, but they didn't actually call it that in game. That was just like the title they called it in general. That's like the public name for the US.
Yeah,
but in the game it was just called Earthbound, Earthbound. Even though the original game was called Mother, but obviously so was Mother 2, Mother 3, so I guess it doesn't really count. Yeah. But I mean like
about we got Mother 2, but that's just because they already translated the game already. A long time ago, back in the 90s. They never.
You said Mother 2. That's Earthbound. Mother 2 is Earthbound.
Mother 1. Mother 1.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is that even I have to admit it's because the version that's on the Virtual Console and on the Wii U is just the original 1990 prototype that was never released because of the Super Nintendo coming out. So they thought it wasn't worth it. I mean, it's not even the retranslated version that Clyde Mandelin made, who made the Mother 3 translation. No, it's literally just, I feel like Nintendo would just be better off just buying the fan translation and putting it on the Virtual Console for Mother 3. And we will know when that day happens, because when that happens, I guarantee you the Mother 3 website will go down.
Yeah.
And once it goes down, we will know it's coming.
Yep.
Because that's basically how Nintendo works, is that they'll take down websites for certain reasons. We all know this. They take down fan games, they take down video. Well, they don't really take down videos anymore. They just copyright claim them, but they don't take them down.
Yeah.
But, they take down fan games sometimes. Mother 4, in fact, is being changed to not be copyright claimed.
Wow.
That's honestly going to make me lose a lot of interest in that game. Because I was actually really excited for it. But now that we've heard that's going to be changed to a new IP to not, Nintendo not swing the ban hammer on them, I'm kind of I'm not really interested anymore because I liked it when it had the Mother IP on it.
Same.
Now, at least that's what I heard. I don't know if they could officially confirm that, but at least that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's honestly upsetting that Nintendo's ruining, fan projects for people.
Yeah.
What?
I'm actually... Wait, what were we talking about? Yeah, Mother 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna search something, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, right, if they're gonna change Mother 4. I'm gonna search up Mother 4 just to see. Mother 4 still says Mother 4 on the website.
Oh, wow.
Everything looks the same to me. I want to look at the blog.
Okay.
Looks the same to me. Oh wait, these are from a while ago. Have they not updated the blog in so long? Okay, this is definitely before they announced it. Okay, where's the section? I know there was a section. Subreddit? That might be a good place to check.
Yeah, check the subreddit.
Okay, here I found it.
Okay.
So yeah, it says right here that it says that it's grown from a Mother 3 imitation to something more original. It has changed multiple times, and I can tell because I've seen original prototypes from 2009. Yes, they've been working on this game for that long, and yeah, it's definitely a lot different than it was now. And yeah, it says they're rebranding. Have you been hit by DMCA? And they say no. But it says that this is like a preemptive measure because recent fan projects have been taken down, like Pokemon Uranium got taken down a while back and stuff like that.
It got
And
taken down.
they don't want to risk that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the difference. Okay, the story is going to stay the same. Most of the things in the game are going to stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the character's going to be the same. What's going to be different is... So, basically, that means they're going to take out stuff that's officially from, like, the Mother series. Like, they're going to take out... They're going to take out, like, Mr. Saturn and stuff like that. And, of course, it's going to be called something different. We don't know what that is yet. Are you selling out? Hey, this game will always be free. Yeah, they can't charge for that. Are you releasing soon? I wish. I thought it was going to come out. It was supposed to come out in holiday 2014 originally. That never happened.
I guess it got delayed. Oh, it did.
Really? That was a thing? Okay, apparently I found someone saying that Itoy himself actually said he wanted the next Mother game to be made by the fans.
Wow.
So...
Oh crap, I remember him saying that. Holy crap.
Which means that the Mother 4 team are actually going against Itoy's wishes because they're afraid of Nintendo taking down the game.
Well, then I guess...
Well, to be completely honest, I don't think that game is going to be taken down. Because here's the simple fact. The Mother series isn't, frankly, truthfully, it's not important enough to Nintendo to take down.
Yeah.
Like, that's why the Mother 3 fan translation is still up. And I guarantee you, if it was a big franchise like Mario, it would have been down years ago. But it's still up. Why? Because Nintendo doesn't care enough to remove it. It's not a huge franchise for them.
Someone should tell them that.
And they're gonna
tell them that, Logan.
I mean, it's like, it's true.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's the main reason why it's still up. All these years later, is because Nintendo doesn't care enough about the franchise. Like, at least, like, because they don't make new games for it. It's a legacy series. That's why it's not important. Like Itoy said he's done with the Mother series. He's not making another one. So, Nintendo is basically done. Unless there's an HD remake, they are basically done.
Yep.
But, I mean, yeah, it's just... I really wanted to stay Mother 4. I guarantee you the game would not have been taken down. Because it's, once again, I mean, like that Metroid fan game, that got taken down. Because Metroid's, even though it hasn't gotten a big game in a long time, it's still a bigger franchise than the Mother series, frankly. Like, the Mother series is like one of Nintendo's... It has a big cult following, but it's not massively popular like Mario or Zelda or Smash. But, I think I'm still recording. But,
yeah, you are still recording.
Oh, yeah, because what were we even on? We were like, how do we diverge into all this? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I guess it's, oh, yeah, we were talking about the Virtual Console, and I brought up Mother 3. Okay, so, yeah, again, that's basically all for me. You have any final thoughts at all?
No, not really.
Okay, then, well, I guess that's it. So, thank you all for listening. If you made it this far, then that's pretty awesome, because these generally go on for a long time. I don't know how long this one is yet, but, ooh, it's over, it's almost, it's an hour and 45 minutes in. So, yeah, if you made it this far, then yeah.
Congratulations.
Then, yeah, congratulations, you made it this far. So, yeah, I guess that's what all me and him have to say. So, this is Logan589XP.
And this is Ender50.
Signing out.
Signing out.
And, yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Next time.